So do you really even have to take a class in order to be a live scan operator? Let's see, shall we? So I am on the oag.ca.gov website for fingerprints. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe we should make this a little clear to people who are not actually understanding the process. The process is that apparently you do not have to take a fingerprinting class. It is not actually required that you take a fingerprinting class. You just are required to do a few more other things. So on this website here, as you can see here, because I like to come with receipts, I got to bring you receipts. California law requires an individual who rolls fingerprints manually or electronically for licensure, certification, and/or employment purposes to be certified by the State Department of Justice. A certified fingerprint roller must enter his or her certification number into the live scan device when rolling fingerprint impressions. So see, if you don't get certified, you won't have your certification number to input into the device every time you get ready to submit fingerprint impressions to your peer provider. Okay, so now what happens is they have a certain amount of steps that you need to take in order to become a live scan operator without actually having to take a class. The first step, as you can see right here, step 1, is to review the handbook. There's a handbook that provides you with the basic steps and responsibilities of obtaining a certification, including background check information and disqualifying offenses. And I'm hoping that you guys can see this when I click on it, but there's a fingerprint, California Department of Justice fingerprint rolling certification program, and it's just a handbook, and it has 10 pages in it, and it's a PDF download. So let's go back. Step 2 is to complete an application. Okay, you have to complete an application, and that's in a form of a PDF too, which you can download it, and then you can actually complete it and send it in. And once again, I hope you guys can see this when it pops up. This application for certification is the same exact application for certification that I received once I did the fingerprinting class. It's the same piece of paper. There's nothing different about it, nothing at all. You'll fill it out, and then you'll send it in to the Department of Justice, Records of Biometric Identification Branch, Fingerprint Roller Certification with a P.O. Box in Sacramento, California, blah, 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 blah. It's all the same that I received beforehand after taking the actual class, okay? Only thing you're going to need to know is that you will need to provide your social security number for identification and verification purposes. So when you do your application, you will most definitely have to put your social security number on the application. You will have to get your fingerprints done again, right, in order to submit the application. Once your fingerprints are approved and everything goes right with that, then they will actually at that point process your application. So I suggest you get your fingerprints done, and when you get your fingerprints done, at the same time send in your application. Download it, fill it all in the way you're supposed to. Please make sure you don't do any misleading things on it. Send it off at the same time. It says here, third step is to get fingerprinted. Once you have completed your application for certification, you need to be fingerprinted. But once again, I'm just telling you from what I did is just to get your fingerprints done and then submit your live scan application at the same time, because it's going to take a while for you to actually be certified. They're not going to certify you to be a live scan operator unless, of course, you have done your fingerprints and your fingerprints come back what? Squeaky clean. They need to be clean. And after they've come back, then they will process your application and they will send you certification. And then you will have a certification number that you can input into your system every time you take fingerprints from someone. Okay? So just remember that, and that is all you have to do. Down here at the bottom here, it just tells you the Department of Justice fee for doing fingerprints and all of that. This is something that you can look at later, but I did want to verify with you guys most definitely that you do not indeed have to actually have a class. You just need to download the fingerprint rolling certification program. Now, if you prefer to have a class or someone to just run you through the whole process of what the fingerprinting game is all about and what you should and should not do and what you should look out for, I will be running my own little program a little later. You'll see it pop up when I upload the video and see exactly what is all required of being a fingerprint roller. And then you'll be well on your way. You'll know exactly what to do. You know, the class that I spoke about earlier before on my last video of fingerprinting, that class was $20, but that class was only offered $20 because of an enrollment of actually signing up for the notary class, do easynotary.com. Okay. Well, if you didn't sign up, then you couldn't take the fingerprinting class. And most people are charging anywhere from $100 to whatever for a fingerprinting class. So I am thinking, let me back up on that. I am thinking now about doing a little presentation of the fingerprint rolling and how it all works. And I have to get all of my presentation together so that I can actually make a video on it. And when I do, you guys just look out for it. You'll feel a little bit comfortable if you decide to go on ahead and get things rolling for your fingerprint rolling business. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you, was that you're not actually required to take a class. You just have a few little steps that you need to do, and then you'll be on your way to having your live scan operator business up and running. I hope you guys found this video informative. You know what to do. Click that like button. Turn on that notification bell. First, after you subscribe, turn that notification bell on. You know I'm coming with something else later. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.